take care of home first. Home base where loan works in your favor. Keep your head down, keep patience, keep going. Keep something in the stash for the rain. Keep something in the glass for the pain. Keep up with the greatest alive with no budget. Yeah, smash through the game. I done seen life change right in front of my eyes. Right in front of my
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. This is Raw Detroit. Make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell so that you may be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, we're going to talk about the Arizona Cardinals game and the Detroit Lions. Pretty much the Lions go into Arizona and get the win. Final score 20-13. And one thing that you wanted to see with the Detroit Lions in this game was, would they be able to establish their will in Arizona? You know, normally when the Lions go out to Arizona, they rarely come back with a win. But this time the Lions come back with the win. They're able to establish the run game. And that was the biggest thing for me as a fan. I wanted to be able to see if the Lions would be able to get back to the run game. And that's what they did. I think in order for the Lions to be really successful this year, the Lions are going to have to continue to do what they do and what they did last year, and that's be a team with a balanced attack. Being able to throw the football as well as being able to establish the run is going to carry this team a long way. The defense stepped up yesterday, made a lot of big plays yesterday, especially stopping Marvin Harrison, and he did have one touchdown, but pretty much they contained everybody else. Running back James Conner, he really didn't get off. Kyler Murray was kind of contained. So the Lions actually did what they needed to do to be able to go to Arizona and get that big win. And that's what you want to see, man, as a fan. You want to see them go to places and win games where sometimes you don't think that the Lions stand a chance to win that football game. Aiden Hutchinson, man, I think this is going to be probably one of his best seasons when it comes to getting to the quarterbacks. I did a video, guys. Make sure you get a chance to watch that video. And I was talking about Aiden Hutchinson and was just pretty much saying that Aiden Hutchinson has to be able to have that Watt level effect this year. And he needs to get up there with the TJ Watts. I really think that Hutch can do it. And you saw how he came out in the last couple games. One game, 4.5 sacks in that game. Literally, probably, if you really want to say, 5 sacks. So Aiden Hutchinson is balling. Levi Onwuzurike. Levi is looking good, man. Levi is looking good, man. Just a couple seasons ago, you thought about writing Levi off because he was dealing with the back injuries, and we did not know when this kid was going to ever get on the field. Levi is causing havoc. So even if DJ Reader isn't out there, Levi is balling, man. I saw how aggressive he was getting to Kyler Murray and getting that push up the middle, because that's one thing that we said that he had to do, is to be able to get a push up the middle, and he was able to do that. And I enjoyed every bit of it, man. The fact that he was able to get that push up the middle, and Hutch and Davenport was able to contain the outside. Now, of course, Kyler Murray is a shifty guy, and he's going to get a couple runs. There's going to be some times where he's going to be able to break the defense down and be able to get a nice little run. But for the most part, they contain Kyler Murray, man. Jared Goff has a winning record versus Kyler Murray. So definitely the next game is going to be a little bit more tough. But this is what you wanted to see out of the Detroit Lions. Would they be able to go to Arizona and get the victory? Would they be able to establish their will on Arizona's turf? A lot of Detroit Lions fans showed up big time at the game. It was crazy, man. The Lions fans came out in droves, man. It's a lot of Detroit Lions fans in Arizona. And definitely they came out big time, man. It sounded like it was a Lions home game, even being in Arizona. That's how much support the Lions have. When the Lions are winning, I'm telling you, man, and if the Lions ever win a Super Bowl, the city of Detroit and every other place where there's Lions fans will erupt. It's going to erupt, man. So I know the Lions have their eyes on getting back to to the playoffs and trying to get to the Super Bowl. And it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. But if they continue to do the things that they were able to do, and I'm going to say this too about David Montgomery. David Montgomery does not get a lot of props on how good he really is. David Montgomery has been balling. And I know that Jahmyr Gibbs is the young guy. Jahmyr Gibbs gets a lot of the attention because he's the flashy guy on the team. But Montgomery just goes out there and brings his lunch pail every single game. Montgomery goes over 100 yards, another touchdown, 23 carries. And then that's what you want to see, these guys getting 15 to 20-something touches. That's what you want to see. And then Jahmyr Gibbs ended up getting 16 carries for 83 yards. So they were able to run the ball and establish the run. And from here on out, the Lions are going to have to establish the run, as well as you still don't want to see J-Mo being targeted only a few times in a game. I think J-Mo only had one catch for like 9 yards. We got to get J-Mo the ball more, man. I know Amon-Ra is the bread and butter guy, and he's the guy that you're going to always go to. But you got to be able to get Jameson Williams that football. Sam Laporta looked good out there before he went down. Liam McNeil was out there getting a push up the middle. He got injured in the game, but he was able to get up. But I think Sam Laporta's going to be fine, though. Sam Laporta just tweaked his ankle, but he'll be fine. But in order for the Lions to have success this year, they're going to have a balanced attack, and they're going to have to be able to play smash mouth football and run the football. Continue to run the football. Establish your will. Because right now, the Minnesota Vikings are playing good. A lot of people probably didn't expect for the Vikings to be as good as they are, especially with the transition of Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta, and then them having Sam Darnold, who pretty much since he's been in the NFL has not really been a great quarterback, but you know he's been around. I'll just put it like that with Sam Darnold. He's been around, and this year Sam is starting to play. He's playing some good football, man. You can't take that away from them. So the Vikings are playing some good football. And then I want to kind of give a eye to Malik Willis, because I know a lot of people have really, really been ragging on Malik Willis, and especially a lot of Lions fans. You know, a lot of guys have, Malik Willis is not nothing. He's trash, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it's just the situation or the system that the quarterback is put in may not be the perfect fit. Tennessee probably was not the perfect fit, but they drafted Malik just because, you know, the status of what he was able to do. And it just did not, I don't know why, it just did not pan out in Tennessee. But right now he's carrying that team and playing some excellent, efficient football for the Packers while Jordan Love is out. So I got to give Malik Willis some props, man. I just can't rag on the guy because I knew that this kid had talent. But now that he's kind of like, when you watch Malik now, it's like he's more poised out there. He's more in command of the offense. And he just looks different. So a lot of people that like to write people off and say the guy is trash and this and that, Malik Willis is showing you that he never was trash. It probably was the system that he was put in. The same thing with Bryce Young. Probably being drafted to the wrong team. And it's not making him look good. Especially if you can't protect him, because Bryce Young is not that big. So if you can't protect Bryce Young, of course he's not going to look good out there. If you don't protect your quarterback, period, he's not going to look good. So, you know, shout out to Malik Willis, man, for going out there and keeping the team afloat while Jordan Love is out. But it's all about our beloved Detroit Lions, man. We want to see the Lions get to a Super Bowl, man. And I'm happy that the Lions was able to establish a run in this game and able to get things going. Now, there's a lot of things going on in Chicago that's kind of crazy, especially with the offensive line. A lot of people was thinking that Justin Fields was just this terrible quarterback when it's actually the offensive line. The offensive line has not been good. And the Bears need to get that offensive line together. If they don't, they're going to get Caleb Williams crushed out there every single week. He had to throw the ball like 55 times just in order to be able to have a good game, have like 300 yards passing. I think he had like 2 touchdown passes and he had 2 interceptions. They got to protect their quarterback, bro. If they don't protect Caleb Williams, they're going to be in trouble this season. The Bears are not looking good so far this season. They're not looking good. But the Lions just got to continue to do what they're doing, play with consistency, and now they got to try to beat Seattle. Seattle is a team that pretty much had their way with the Detroit Lions. The Lions got to find a way to finally beat this team. I don't care what you got to do. You must find a way to be able to beat the Seattle Seahawks. You got to do it. You got to do it, man. You got to be consistent. You got to beat the teams that nobody think that you'll be able to beat. In order for you to be where you want to be in 2024, you're going to have to beat the teams to be put in a position to be where you want to be. And that's sometimes beating teams like Seattle, who is playing good football right now. So definitely, man, I love what the Lions are doing. I love that they rebound from the loss. The Lions have not lost 2 games in a row in a while, and that is a great thing. This is a new breed of Detroit Lions that we as fans have never been accustomed to. We're not accustomed to the Lions winning like this and doing the things that they're doing on the field. But the drafting by Brad Holmes has been excellent. Yeah, he has hit and missed on some guys, but for majority of it, Brad Holmes has really scored with a lot of these guys that he was able to draft. And it's beautiful. And it's a beautiful thing in Detroit. So, all right, guys, leave it in the comments section what you think about the Detroit Lions, and I'll be back to you soon. Peace.
Take care of home first. Home base where it alone works in your favor. Keep your head down, keep patience. Keep going. Keep something in the stash for the rain. Keep something in the glass for the pain. Keep up with the greatest alive but no budget. Yeah, smash through the game. I done seen life change right in front of my eyes. Right in front of my building. Right in front of my left. One step till I fly free, fall from the ceiling.